Alright, so guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. I have a new Facebook page, Alex Trinidad. The page is there to really document, log, record a couple of my hunting trips, fishing, diving expeditions. As we go out there, me and the team. Sometimes me and myself, like today, I'm on a solo hunt today. Just home, got a few minutes watching the weather. It's a little rainy out there right now, but I assume my hunting grounds would be dry. It's really just to teach the younger people who don't have somebody with them to teach them about hunting, to teach them how to hunt, and you know, the practices, the things they should do, the things they shouldn't do, the methods that are available. Because me growing up, I didn't have anybody really to teach me how to hunt. I kind of had to learn the hard way, you know, by carrying out guys who the older gentlemen, them who most of the time they're more interested in drinking rum than actually hunting. A lot of smart men I end up dealing with that, you know, out there, and they don't really want to teach you, and they're not really teaching you the correct thing, but you're still going along just because you have the love and the passion for hunting. So my videos really just aim around my experience, things I've learned, the things I've paid to learn in a sense. Because I mean, I used to buy food. Me and a partner, we would spend most of the time buying up food and drinks and rum and all kind of thing for these older guys, just to, you know, have them train us on the techniques of hunting. So it's all up to, you know, the person who is willing to learn. We're willing to show you how we actually do our techniques in hunting. I think we cover basically everything by now in terms of what the different hunting methods and different skills necessary. We're in it a little while, so I hope you learned something from the video. The video really is not really those short clips of men killing animals. It's really a long clip, a long video of what hunting is from start to finish. Sometimes you might catch, sometimes you mightn't catch. I have no idea where this video is going to turn out today. I'm going by myself. I'm just trying to make a, you know, an afternoon Agouti hunt. So basically, join me as I take you on a journey, as I, you know, you accompany me on the hunt. The whole purpose is, you know, there's a lot of older people out there who, you know, are hunters and have been hunters all their life. And the thing is, they can't go and hunt anymore. You know, probably for whatever reason, be it health or, you know, condition or whatever, they can't make it out there. So join me. I mean, if you have nothing to do, hang around. It's gonna be a long video, a long series, but it's gonna be the real thing, right? We'll be running through the gears I use, the methods I use, the techniques. You know, it's basically a training video for the people out there who want to learn, and it's basically a, you know, a reminiscence video for the people out there who already know it and, you know, miss it. So I'm on my way right now. I have a piece of land that I have, and I normally hunt it, but I don't over hunt it. I plant fruits on the land, so for the people who want a negative comment automatically, well, oh, only I put nothing out there, are gonna catch animals? Yes, we put something out there. I release animals regularly on this piece of land, young animals to repopulate. I plant a lot of fruit trees on the land, and we plant a lot of even non-fruit trees that have nothing to do. We plant a lot of teak, a lot of cedar. You know, it's private land, so basically we have a lot of different things on the land, and we have a lot of different animals on the land as well. I mean, I have my trail camera set up there by my camp. We see a lot of deer, a lot of agouti, one tattoo passing through, one, you know, anteater and stuff, porcupines pass through the estate. So there's a lot of different animals. I don't in any way encourage any type of illegal hunting or illegal action, right? I'll try my best to show you the kills without actually showing you, you know, any kind of graphic image of animals, you know, dying or anything like that. The purpose of the channel isn't really to show guns or show the death of animals. It's basically to show the the passion and the love for hunting. So I hope I'm not boring you all with the long videos, because sometimes it might be just me sitting in the bush, you know, enjoying nature, and the older hunters would attest to this, that it's a really enjoyable experience. It kind of gives you a moment to think and reflect and, you know, evaluate life. A moment of silence away from noise and people talking and, you know, worries of the world. One with nature kind of vibes, you know, the natural state of man, kind of a wild and out there experience. It's a hard thing to describe unless you have actually tried it and been there, you know, just sitting down out in the open forest and just enjoying the environment. So let me talk about the gears for hunting. Let me talk about the things that you need as a beginner hunter, right? So first of all, a good pair of rubber boots. I would recommend something sturdy, something that would last long, Thor or one of those brands, you know, something with a hard sole, nothing that a picker can get through. Nice pair of rubber boots, a nice reliable light and a backup light. As the case may be, sometimes you're coming out of the forest, you get lost, sometimes, you know, you have to check out a hole in a log, you know, sometimes you have to just, the place get dark and to see your way out. Forest areas are areas that doesn't have much sunshine in some places, so lights are important, right? Now, we don't encourage nighttime hunting, so no use of those artificial lights for hunting, but to see your way out you need lights. So I would recommend two nice lights in your bag. I have the one with the dimmer switch, the one that turns. I think it's about 230 to 250, somewhere around there, depending on where you buy your lights. It really works well, the charge lasts long, so make sure I have that. And a nice cutlass, or I use a Japanese sword, a Japanese katana. It's small, it neat. Some people like to carry the full length tree line. I do carry one sometimes, depending on the place I am going. Sometimes when I am running dog, I prefer a smaller blade, just to chip, what we call the chip, just to bushwhack and just cut through certain vines and little things, just to find a way, basically through the bush, to be able to block the dogs, to be able to get the shot, right? What again? Gears, clothes. Make sure you wear something that is light, breathable, but at the same time you might have a jacket that you might want to wear to keep the mosquitoes off your skin. A good repellent, nothing too high scented, something mild, right? Some people prefer to use those mosquito coils where they sit. Nothing wrong with that, you can use that as well. I use a normal rub-on repellent, probably like Odomos, so you know, something mild, not really the off a little strong for when you're scaffolding or you're sentrying, but when you're running dog you could use the off. It's a good option there. What else you need? Spoke about clothes, lights, boots, your hunting equipment, whether it be a slingshot, a shotgun, a bow and arrow, a pellet gun. I've used pellet guns for years. Some of my earlier videos you will see me practicing a lot of pellet guns. I've shot everything with pellet guns, everything from deer to hawk to lap, agouti, tattoo, everything. So the key is shot placement, knowing your weapon, whether it be a blade in your hand to a slingshot. Make sure you know how to shoot accurately and effectively. You don't want to let any animal suffer or be wounded and get away. Understand? And you want to take your time and deal with the animals as, you know, as it comes to that. So almost there. 15 minutes again to get to that point there. So we can chat as we, you know, basically go along to the drive. So you have a good blade, right? Make sure it's properly secured in a sack or a sheet, as you know the Americans know it. Put it in a nice, you know, enclosure. We normally use the long tree line cutlass. We normally use those water hose or a leather case. Make sure you have that, right? When you're out there and you're running dog, make sure you have one clothes that visible. You don't want to have one too much camouflage clothes or real tree clothes. Camouflage is illegal here. Real tree, you can still, you know, have the real tree. I would recommend something bright colored for when you're running dog, because there will be people normally shooting. So bright clothing so somebody doesn't mistake you for an animal, right? When you move with a team, make sure you all have a particular call, a particular whistle, that you all can find each other, you all know each other, right? A GPS, very important tool. I'm not working with a GPS today. I know the bush pretty well at the back of my hand there, so I don't require the GPS today, but I do have a GPS. I have the Garmin, the Astro for the dogs. I use that as well to track myself, and I also use the Garmin, the E-Trex on them. I think it's the E-Trex 30, the E-Trex 10. Any one of them basically works just to plot your point and be able to find yourself. Take this off. Right. So I'm going to travel bad road, yeah. You know, basically all hunting areas or areas that remote for hunting, you would have a little bad route to get through. So a good working vehicle. Make sure you park your vehicle in a lit, you know, bright area on a light and so, or you know, somewhere that's safe. Right. I don't think I missed anything in terms of gears. That's the basic gears there. If I do miss anything while organizing and getting ready, I'll probably show you all it as I go along. So the road's pretty bad, but not that bad at the same time. It'll work out. There's an egret right there, a nice egret, standing by the side of the road. Now guys, there's nothing to eat. Remember the incident with the guy with the stiff curry? So, no egrets. Right, so hunting, you have to have a love for hunting. You have to be willing to experience it. You have to have a love for the outdoor. Not really eating meat, I would say. It's not like we can't afford meat. You know, we can afford it. It's basically a love for the sport itself. To go out there and harvest your own, you know, your own kill. It's a healthier meat. It has no chemicals and no injected antibiotics. And you know, it's a leaner meat, healthier meat. Most hunters, you know, they give back to the environment and the areas that they hunt. While people say, oh, there's an animal they're killing. Yes, when you farm chickens, it's an animal that you're killing. When you farm cows and pigs, it's an animal that you're killing, right? The same way you feed them and harvest them is the same way plenty hunters would feed back the animals here, reintroduce animals, manage, you know, and put back things into the forest. Well, at least I know I do, and my team does. We put back stuff into the forest to be able to have animals for our next season. Don't worry, the beard hunting, I'm not shaving it right now. I go in, you know, bearded. These days the mosquitoes, they're horrible, so you know, you have to have a little protection, whether it be a beard or thick clothes. A piece of advice, remember this is Trinidad. I'm not saying we're in a bad time or zone. Be careful. You know, there's people who have ill intent out there, people who are jealous. So always be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful of your exit of your vehicle when you leave, and be extra mindful when you come back to your vehicle. Right? Always have your weapon ready for encounter, although you would never want one. Right? Always be ready for encounter a problem. Be aware. You know, in the forest itself, be aware that, you know, while you're walking in, you might not want to make any noise, but be aware that there might be somebody already inside there with the same idea as you as to catch an animal, and be waiting and as careful, and you might be coming to that point walking a little bit too quiet, and they might mistake you for an animal. So it's good to make a little noise, a little one or two whoop, you know, to make sure that people know that you are coming in there, and you know, you're coming into the grounds. If there's somebody there, my advice is that don't go in that zone. Change your destination. You know, it's a little inconsiderate for even though it's your zone. I mean, it's bush, it's hunting season. If I meet somebody or I hear somebody in the bush, I would not go in their direction. I would choose a different direction. You know, there's plenty of space to hunt, so go out there and hunt. Go out there, enjoy yourself. Go out there and fish. Go out there, see the wild outdoors, and experience life outside. It's a healthier, safer, more enjoyable time that you spend less money doing, right? Than going to a party and drinking alcohol or, you know, that type of stuff. Experience the outdoors. So you see the road bad here. So it's horrible right now. But I mean, all for the love of hunting and outdoor. Alright, so I'm gonna pause this video a little bit. Let me just get through this bad road, and I'll get you back when I stop the van and start to pack gears and organize. Right guys, so I'm at my spot here, now park the van. Right, and have most of my stuff ready. I don't want to make too much noise because, you know, you're in a zone with animals. So as I was driving down, I was thinking, make sure, another thing you must have in your bag, clean drinking water. And it's okay to have excess. It's okay to have more than you need, than you think you will need. Waters are essential and not always available in the forest, depending on where you're going. So clean drinking water, a nice clean plastic bag to put your valuables in case the rain comes down, phone and basically your keys and whatever else you have, cartridges as the case may be. Right, and another clean plastic bag to put anything that you catch. So you make sure you don't bloody up your bag, dirty up your bag. So as we go along, if I pick up on anything else or I remember anything else, I'll always inform you. Right, if you notice, I always watching around too. You have to always be aware of your surroundings, be aware behind you, be aware in front of you, be aware where your feet stepping. You understand? Remember, it's the forest, and it's a lovely but dangerous place as well. So there is a danger to the beauty that is here. Remember, there are snakes, right? Different types of snakes. I've never seen a mapipi in my zone here, my private area, but that doesn't mean they don't exist, right? So always be mindful, be careful of, you know, falling and slipping. Always have everything prepared for that. All right, so let me get dressed. I already started already. Have on my boots and my socks and thing already, and about to head into the bush there. So give me 2 minutes. As soon as I walk in, I'll start back the video. Right, so guys, as promised, as soon as I walk in the bush, put on my camera, already spray up my repellent and taking my time walking. Always be mindful of the ground in front here, right? And immediately we see a feed in here. If you guys can notice the feed in here, right? We have hog plum on the ground. I mean, animal would be feeding on this, so you have to know the animal feeding on it. You take a look around, you look for scratches. So immediately we see here, seeing scratches on the ground. So animal is coming here and feeding on it. And from the looks of the scratches, it looks to be a deer. Right? Over time, you'll be able to recognize the different patterns, the different scratches, the different marks, and how to, you know, determine what's going on. So you're seeing here, I didn't walk down here as yet, right? Animal has been moving up and down this hill, coming to eat, coming to feed, right? So our jobs as hunters is to track these animals, figure out their pattern, figure out their motion, figure out where they're coming from and where they're going to, right? And that is how you become successful in hunting and successful in the hunt. So always be careful. Repellent just acting up my sinuses at the moment. So if you hear me sniffling, don't be afraid, it's not COVID. Just that my sinuses just act up a little bit there. Right, so animals are out already. It's already about 4:30. Tell the correct time now. 4 nights before 14. So animals are already active. Right, the hunt today isn't a scaffold hunt. It's a sentry hunt where I'll be just sitting down on the ground, trying my luck and see if I could score one. So just duck under this here. Right. Try to make as least amount of noise as possible. Right. So if you look here, immediately we see the ground itself has a lot of tracks on it, a lot of marsh spots. There's water on the ground as well. Right, those 10 tall things are what we call roseau or picker plants. Right, I try my best to stay away from them. There are some serious picker on them. Right, but in the ravine itself, let's see if I can show you all the footprint of the animals that pass in here. I have an impression there. I want to get a clear footprint for you all. Right, I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Good. And the gun bell just fall out. Yeah. Sure is a hunting. Alright. Just give me a sec. Let me put this back together. Alright, so we're up and running again. As I was telling you, today's hunt is not a scaffold hunt, because we didn't come and build any scaffold. Right? There are different types of hunting. Normally there's scaffold hunting. Build a scaffold and climb up and go up in it. There's sentry hunting, which we're going to do today. We're going to sit down and wait for one. Right. But I heard something just now. Right. Strange little noise just now. We can't pass there. Bush has been overgrown over there, so we can't pass there. We'll have to pass around. We had some heavy rainfall inside here. Let's try and find an easier access. But I had to actually walk. Something just ran. That's okay. Looks like a footprint. Somebody's been inside here recently. Not sure what was that. Right. This is a nice spot to wait for an animal here. Right. Trying to figure out a spot to stay hidden. Could probably sit down, clear a spot on the ground right here. Right, and wait for the animal to come across in that direction. Let me set up and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so it's gotten a little dark. I just saw one come in. Sorry I have to speak so soft. One just came in and so I moved across the ridge. Now I don't know if you could get a little bit of light. The camera is picking up no light. I can't put on the flash. But as soon as I see him cross the ridge, right, I'm going to shoot him. So, alright, just waiting for him to cross the ridge. Alright, stay tuned guys. I'll leave you all on. Next time I'll bring my GoPro. So, right now I'm using my phone. Alright guys, so we just saw one cross the ridge there. I'm just waiting for him to cross back on top of the hill where I could see him. It's gotten a little dark already. It's getting a little rainy. I think the time now is minutes to 6. It's 10 to 6. Right, I can barely see. I don't know if you could see some of the light there coming through the trees. Right, so I put in you all on my stand right here. Let me see if I'll be able to get the shot on. Probably the light from the barrel to pick him up. Right, so guys, we're making it back to the van here now. Right, that's a successful hunt. Right, right, we got one. Right, still alive, still beating up a little bit, but all in all, it was a good day. It was a successful hunt. Right, that's how it is. The from the camera is blinding for minutes to 6. It's about a little after 6. Yeah, make it back to the van about 10 past 6. Still within the hours of hunting. Right, so good hunt. Right, I'll post the pictures of the actual cleaning and cooking, so you all will get an idea of what it is to how to prepare and stuff. Alright guys, so thanks again for joining me. Until next hunt.